You new, I'm Holly. I'm a Qi Gong teacher and I've been teaching for maybe 5-6 years now. So let's go ahead and begin by just bringing some focus to our breath and to some intentions for the day. So bring one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly for our wave breath. And this is a breath I've been doing a lot lately because this breath really helps you to drop down into your body and relax. So you breathe into your belly, into your rib cage, into your chest. And then exhale from your chest, pull your ribs together, and then pull your belly in. The wave breath. So nice big inhale. And exhaling out through your nose. And just keep going. I'm going to just close the shade so it's a little less bright in here, perhaps. Inhaling. And exhale. Slowing your breath down. When we get stressed or anxious, we tend to breathe shallow. So let's switch that into a nice, deep, relaxing breath. Sending the message to your nervous system, to your brain, to just relax, to be in the moment. Big inhale and exhale. Let's go ahead and set an intention for class. Or perhaps for, here we are, April 1st, the beginning of the month. Let's set an intention for April. The month is still quite uncertain. We don't really know how it's going to unfold. So an intention that's going to keep you grounded and feeling centered and feeling happy. So perhaps something like, I am filled with joy and ease. Just repeat that to yourself a few times. And just let your hands go. And let's roll our shoulders back. So inhale up and exhale back. Just dropping, releasing any tension in your neck, head, shoulder area. So starting with exhales out through your mouth. When you inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth, it helps you to release and let go of whatever you need to let go of. It's very easy to pick up on other people's energy, on that fear-based energy that seems to be out there. So let's let it go so we can fill ourselves up with love and hope and happiness and see all those little things that we can be grateful for in our lives. Okay, let your shoulders go. And let's do water waves. So just hands are moving forward and back. And water waves helps to balance the emotional energy. So just pushing away whatever you don't need. Continue to focus on the breath, nice and deep. If you're feeling like you're holding on to a lot of stress, go ahead and exhale out your mouth. Just relaxing. Imagine your hands moving through water. Find a pace that's comfortable for you. Helping to bring in that more peaceful, at ease energy. And then let's go ahead and go right into knocking on the door of life. So you're knocking the kidney area, right around this area. It's a little tap. You want to activate, this is a key energy point. You want to activate it by tapping it, the battery of your body, or consider the root of your body. Shoulders are relaxed, head is relaxed. Circulating the Qi. Qi means life force energy. And when we get that qi circulating, we increase our immune system response. One of the best things you can do for yourself is just to get that energy moving, to breathe deep, focus on self-care, keep that qi flowing through your body. Just tap, tap, tap. At the same time, feeling your feet grounded into the earth. So your legs are about hip distance apart. Look down at your feet. Your toes should be facing forward towards me. And then let's slap across the shoulders. Helping to release tension, tightness in your neck, your shoulders, and then getting that blood flow into your brain. So one hand is tapping the kidney, the other shoulder area. This is great to do in the morning when you wake up. Anytime in the day when you start to feel an energy lag, or even if you just start to feel a little bit down, low energy, sad, get up and do a little bit of knocking on the door of life. And letting it go. Starting to feel that qi moving through your body. Now let's do a couple points for our immune system. So a few lung points that you might experience if you go see an acupuncturist. So right here, you're going to come from your collarbone and come over to about your shoulder area and down. You feel a little pocket area, you move around, fingers are until you find an area that might feel a little tender, and you're just going to point your fingers and rub into it. This will stimulate your immune system. So if it's a little tender, might mean that you need a little immune system boost. So good to do this, to be proactive and work these points. You can work these points through your fingers, through tapping, through acupuncture. We're just giving a little massage, so it's little circles. Maybe changing direction, and you can move your finger around a little bit, but just in this general area. And it's easier not to use the same hand with the same side, but it's easier if you cross over. The other arm's just relaxed. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. So doing what we can to keep ourselves nice and healthy. Dropping into that point. All the while, breathing nice and deep. And changing direction of that circle. And now let's give it a little tap to stimulate a little bit more. So tap, tap, tap. Knocking on that one point. Over to the other side. And then come over to your heart. So the heart area, the lung area, the thymus area. Again, helping to stimulate your immune system, but also to discharge and release any emotional baggage, emotions that you don't need to be holding on to. So little taps to this whole area. And then let's just brush it off down to the earth. So working with the elements, the earth will compost our old emotions. And then let's rub our hands together a few times. And then palms facing the lungs, heart area. If you feel a little bit of a charge in that area, a little vibration, a little buzzy feeling maybe. And then just drop your hands down. And you may feel a little bit buzzy, heavy feeling in your hands and arms as you activate the Qi. Good. Let's do some spinal cord breathing. So big inhale. And exhale, you're going to round and come down. Releasing as you come down. Big inhale. Breathing in nice and deep. Head comes up towards the sky. And now rounding down, letting go. Opening up the energy in the spine. And also rejuvenating your nervous system. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So you're coming up, pulling your elbows back as far as you can. This is about as far as I can go comfortably. And then pulling down. And then back up and around. So my knees are slightly bent. And I'm still exhaling out my mouth to release the accumulated tension or stress. As I mentioned earlier, we don't just hold on to stress that we generate within ourselves. We might pick up on other people's stressful emotions. So letting go as you exhale. One more time, big inhale and exhale. And then your hands come up, you're picking cherries. So you're reaching up towards the ceiling, one hand and then the other. It's called picking cherries, and straight for your lower back. Stretch and stretch. Stretch and stretch. And then bring the other hand up. Big stretch up, and let's do full body flow. Get that Qi, that life force energy moving through our whole body. So you're going to bend down as far as you comfortably can, and then roll up one vertebrae at a time. Rolling up, lifting your arms up towards the sky, and then coming back down. Relax your head. Inhaling back up. And exhaling down. Nice big stretch. So change the positioning of your hands. Take your other hand and grab your wrist. Big inhale. Exhale, releasing down to the earth. Inhale, stretching out all those meridians. Meridians are lines of energy. They run all through your body. So we're stretching them out. And when those lines get congested, it's like a log jam in a stream. And the water has a hard time moving through. So just like that, if you have stagnant energy in your body, then it has a hard time moving and circulating. So we're stretching it out. Stretching out those lines of Qi so that our rivers of energy can flow freely. And last time, exhale, coming back up, hands come up, and just releasing down. Let your hands flow down. And let's do a little bit, we know we had some requests for neck. Let's do a little bit for our neck. So hands come forward. It's like you're holding a tray. Hands come forward, hips come back, opening up. Hands come in and open. So again, inhale and exhale. One more time. Hips back, moving your whole body forward, coming in and out. Shoulders are down. Bring your head to your right, so I'm mirroring you. Head to the right, drop it back and forward, so your chin down to your chest, facing the floor. Inhale and exhale. When we release that tension that we're holding on to, then we have the energy to become more empowered. While we don't have control over the situation around us, necessarily around the world, we do have control over ourselves and how we choose to respond, and how we choose to view our current situation in the world. And drop your chin down and around and over. Take inhale and exhale. Inhale. Perhaps you want to exhale out your mouth. If we can tap into positive energy within us, into positivity and happiness, find that inner sweet spot, that boosts our immune system. When we become depressed and anxious and worried, it depresses our immune system. Just simple movements can keep us in touch with that spot within us that doesn't matter what's going on in the world. It's always peaceful, calm, like the center of a hurricane. And drop your head down, drop your hands down, roll on up, shoulders up and back, up and back. And let's do the other direction. So other direction, I mean, the hands come around, back the arms, rounding the back, and then you're coming in. That's not what I want to do. Hold on, sorry guys. Circling around and out. There we go. Big circle and out. So now we're working the yang meridians, Y-N-G, of our body. So we work with the principles of yin and yang with Qi Gong. Round and back. Let's do that one more time. And release your shoulders down, so make sure they're not up here. Release them down. Head comes over to the side again. And this time just drop your chin down. So your chin is facing down towards the floor. And little circles with your chin, whichever direction you choose. Little circles, giving yourself a little self-massage. Feel it right here in your neck. And changing direction. And then just let your head roll on over, chin rolls across your chest to the other side. Drop your chin down in little tiny circles, whichever direction you choose. One more time, the other direction.
just let your head drop down. Take your hands now and interlace them behind your head and elbows facing down towards the floor. Just a gentle, not really a tug, just let the weight of your hands, your elbows facing down, just pull your head down a little bit. Give a little traction to your neck. Then elbows come up, out as you inhale up, and then releasing down. Good. Do a little bit more clearing. So let's do our Qi clearing move. So hands come up, first up, and then just down. And then up, and your left hand comes in front, and your right hand comes behind. So inhale, and exhale. Your arms are just dropping. They're just dropping, and one's just dropping behind you, and one's dropping in front. Palms facing up. What are you ready to throw away? What attitudes are not serving you? Throw them out. This is the great move for clearing out that old energy. We want to clear out the old energy so we can make room for the new energy that's going to sustain us and feed us throughout the month of April. Right in the thick of spring, the time of new beginnings, of creativity. Maybe there's a project you can start. You can be doing at home that you've been putting off. Now is a great time to do it. What stops you from reaching your potential? Throwing that off. Exhaling out through your mouth. And just letting it go. Now feel that energy moving down your arms. And if you're new to Qi Gong, just fake it till you make it. Do the best you can. And the more you do it, the easier the moves become. If anything feels painful or uncomfortable, then don't do it. Or just do it, the movements a little bit smaller. There is no such thing as no pain, no gain in Qi Gong. It's no pain, no pain. So you don't want to be feeling any pain. So let's do a movement called Fair Maiden Catches the Trough. So your hands come up and around, and then up again, and you're going to stop right around shoulder level, and then you're going to push over to your left and look to your right. Now drop your hands down, bend your knees, big inhale. And exhale, full circle. And inhale, and then a 3/4 circle. And exhale, pushing to your right, looking to your left. So getting into that neck area again, you feel that in your neck. So you look over your shoulder, dropping down. And exhaling. Inhale, and then pushing. Let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Big stretch up, releasing down, big stretch up, and then over to the side. Coming down and up. In Qi Gong, the arms, to remind our arms are relaxed. So there's not a big straight movement like that. They're more relaxed and supple. Wrists are relaxed.
Let's go ahead and just relax our arms down. Shake out our wrists. That was still a little shaking. So with shaking, you're just bouncing up and down, shaking whatever you want to release down to the earth, shaking it off. Shaking whatever accumulated within you in March, any heaviness, and certain tears of fear, just shaking it off so you can make room for hope and possibility and vibrant health. Do a little faster. Little bumps on your heels, if that's comfortable for you. And this is also great for your lymphatic system, for draining toxins out of your body. We'll do it a little bit longer. And release. And just check in. Feel that energy flowing through your arms, your hands, the legs, even your feet. Now we stand for a long period of time in Qi Gong, so if you ever need to just shake your legs out, feel free to do so. So let's do a movement called the boa, and it's another movement for releasing and letting go. The hands start here at your heart, and then you're going to release them down and bring your hips forward and your hands come out and then back. And now you're just pushing energy down to the earth. So imagine pushing whatever you don't need, and then your hands, fingers face down towards the earth, and you're pulling up new fresh energy. And what rises to the surface is more stuff you're ready to let go of. So it's as you let go, and then inhale, bringing up fresh, new life force energy, circling it around you so that energy is not just within you, it's all around you. And then bringing it back to your heart. So hands come down and open, pushing down, going up, and then unfurling like a snake. And I like to make a little sound. Inhale up, and circle, back around. Do that a few more times. It's coming down and around, pushing down, going up, releasing down, back up, and around. And then just rest your thumbs on your sternum for a moment, activating some key points. And then let's do that again. So hands come down, around, pushing down, pulling up, coming back around to your heart. Staying here for a moment. Breathing into your heart. Let's do a movement called the swimming dragon. And this is a longevity movement. It brings more qi, more circulation into your whole body. So a lot of my regulars, we've done this quite often. So you're going to shift your weight over to the left. Your arms also come pushing to the left and look to the right. Coming back and forth. So I'm shifting. I'm not going like this with my upper body. I'm just shifting with my legs. And then just pushing with my arms. Shifting my weight over and looking over that shoulder. Pushing into my palms. Check in with your breath. Now this movement, you can make it real small, just like this, depending where you're at, where your body's at. If you want to make it more of a physical exercise, you could take your legs nice and wide and really bend down. Now let's take the driving for a swim. So the movement comes from your back. So it's not just your arms moving, it's really your back, the whole body movement. All the way up and all the way down. So just do, again, what you're comfortable with. So you can make these movements a little smaller if you want to. This is great for your shoulders. For those of you who have had some shoulder issues, this will help to get that energy flowing into those joints. Back and forward. And just bring your hands back to your heart again. And bring your feet in a little bit. And feel that circulation throughout your body. And a big inhale. Breathing into your lungs. Your first area for your immune system. First area of defense. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, breathe in possibilities. Breathe in your intention. And exhale. Big inhale. One more time. And exhale. Just, again, relaxing your hands at your chest. And then bringing your hands down so you could feel a Qi ball. You might start to feel energy pulsing between your hands. So let's start to do some movements that really promote more of that deep, relaxed energy. So we did a lot to get that Qi circulating and to let go of the old. So let's do some movements that bring in some deep healing energy. So first, let's move into opening the flow. So your hands are just floating up and floating down. Inhaling up and exhaling down, like they were moving in water. Always coordinating our breath with our movement. That breath provides a bridge between the mind and the body. Hands floating up and floating down. Inhale and exhale. Let's slow it down a little bit. The slower we go, and the slower we breathe, the more we bring a deep relaxation to our system. Couple more. And hands down again, feeling that Qi Gong. Now just allow your hands to float up to about chest level, and they come in. You push away, push out, whatever you don't need. And then you're coming in, and your hands come
The fingers are facing towards each other and then out. Imagine you're grabbing Qi, that life force energy all around you, you're pulling it in to your system. And then you're bringing your hands like this, holding a Qi ball of energy. We're filling up that third eye point between our eyes, the energy center. So filling that up with wisdom and intuition, and bringing it to our heart for balanced emotions, and then to our body for physical health and vitality. And then just let your hands float up and float down. Go bend to your knees, straightening, come back in, come in. Back is straight out. I'm rounding my back, pushing away. Coming back in. Hands come out. Grabbing that formless energy around me. Pulling it in. Holding a Qi ball and pulling it all the way down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale. Pull it in. And release, round your back. In, out, grabbing it, taking your fingers and physically grabbing it, bringing it in, and then pulling it down. And then just releasing up and down. Go right into a movement called flying. So your hands go out, down, arms are relaxed. So that Qi that you felt in your hands or you feel in your hands, imagine the Qi is moving you. So you're riding this current of energy. Your arms seem to float freely up on their own, without any big effort on your part. Inhale and exhale. Ready to feel yourself letting go, feeling free, feeling peaceful in the moment. Releasing down again. Now go ahead and take the right hand up and the left down. Palm is facing up towards the sky and down to the earth. So you're picking up on the yin energy of the earth and the yang energy of the sky. I like to feel like, to me this feels like I'm plugged in. So you're plugging in. Now you're rotating your pinkies in as you come in. Hands spiral in. And then same thing the other side. And coming on in. Let's do a little faster. Inhale and exhale. Stretching out the sides of your body. Releasing any frustrations that you may be holding on to. Coming back in. And expanding your energy. Bringing it back in. Again, expanding. Checking with your breath. At this point, you're just breathing through your nose. Do one more time each side. Coming back to the Qi ball. Play with it like it was a piece of happy, pulling you in back. How far can you go where you still feel a connection between your hands? And bring your hands back together. So let's do a little movement called dragon plays with this Qi ball. So you're going to take your hands, your right hand comes on top, your left's on bottom. You're just shifting over to the left and then over to the right. You're just shifting your weight and whichever hand is on top. So you're coming across. Almost like you're pushing into that with your right hand and then with your left hand. Holding on to like a basketball size Qi ball. So in Qi Gong, we work with both the form and the formless. The form being your body, you can physically see and touch. Formless being that energy that pulsates through us and all around us, makes up the world. Helping to calm our emotions, our energy and motion as we bring together, synthesize the form and the formless. And back to center again. Feeling that energy growing a little bit more. Let's do a very simple movement called water wheel. Your fingers are facing in towards your belly and you're inhaling the energy up and exhaling down. Fingers come in. So as you inhale, imagine you're pulling that energy up your spine. And as you exhale, it's like a waterfall coming down the front of your body, connecting down the tailbone area, pulling up. It's the crown and up above it and down. Inhaling and exhaling, finding stillness within motion. Our minds can get so busy and so tight that it's hard for some of us to sit and just quiet ourselves and sit in meditation. So doing this type of movement can help to slow down our thoughts so we can find that inner peace. Inhaling, pulling the energy up the spine so it can feed all of our organs and all of our reservoirs of energy. You might want to put the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth. And you may even want to close your eyes. And let's slow it down a little bit. Nice, slow, steady breath. And release your hands to about right here. Let's do a movement called Buddha holding up the earth. It's great for your lung energy. A big inhale. Exhale. Fingers are facing towards each other, my palms facing in, and then I spiral them to face up towards the ceiling. They're still bent in my elbows, and then I spiral them to come back down. Bringing more qi into my lungs. So in Qi Gong, which is associated with traditional Chinese medicine, the lungs not only have their physical function, but they hold emotional energy too. When our lungs are out of balance, we might feel a depression, which it's easy to go there these days if you're feeling a little bit isolated, feeling lethargic, grief. So when we balance that energy through a movement like this, we bring in courage and confidence and inspiration. Attributes that we could all use a little more of right now. Big inhale and exhale. Let's do a healing sound that helps to balance the emotional energy of the lungs. So as you exhale, the sound is going to be, so big inhale. As you exhale, the S sound. Inhale. And exhale. So feel that qi between your hands. Bring your hands again over that lung region. And imagine you're sending a beautiful healing white light into your lungs. And close your eyes and just visualize white misty light swirling and whirling around your lungs. Release your hands down. Feeling that energy again between your hands. Feeling that sensation. That is your life force energy that you will feel. Now your palms. And if you don't feel it, that's okay. Not everybody feels it right away. And it depends how long you've been doing this. So be patient with yourself. So your palms, we're going to do a movement called Kuan Yin paints the rainbow, sending love and compassion into the world. The palms are facing down. You're going to take your left arm up and rotate all the way back, looking back at your hand. Right for your shoulders as well. A big inhale, palms up, and then you flip it and down. Imagine you have a beautiful paintbrush and you're painting a rainbow across the sky. All the way back. So your eyes follow your hand. And exhale, releasing down. Opening up, and that left hip is coming back as well. Pulling that energy up, and then bringing it back down to the earth, rounding it down to the earth. Inhale up, and round, floating down. And your feet firmly planted in the earth. When we are centered and balanced, not only can we send out that energy out to the world, but it comes back to us again, even stronger. So pulling that Qi all around us, pulling it up, settling it back down. Surrounding ourselves with love and compassion and sending it out into the world. One more time each side. Feeling that energy connecting to the earth. Sending healing energy to the planet as well. Hands come back. Let's take the left hand out. Inhale and exhale down. It's called centering, so gathering more Qi. So your vessel, your body is receptive now to receive that beneficial healing life force energy. So filling yourself up even more. Remembering that the energy is not just within us, it's all around us. So we're pulling it in and down through the three energy centers in the body. Between the third eye, the mind, the heart, and then the lower belly, the physical health. Filling yourself up. And that Qi Gong. And bring your hands over your belly, so interlace your hands. This, your belly, and do a little circle here. You're going down your left side. So they say in Qi Gong that that energy that you felt between your hands, you can store it in this reservoir right here. It's called your dantian. Whenever you need a little boost, whether emotionally or physically, you have a savings account, so to speak. So let's just bring our hands here, store it, and then bring your legs together. And our last movement is called bamboo in the wind. So you're just going to let yourself rock and sway. And close your eyes. And you're rocking and swaying however your body wants to. This is our final movement. It aligns the Qi. Letting your face relax and your eyes relax. Feeling the earth beneath your feet. Checking in with the energy of your heart. And taking a moment to repeat your intention to yourself if you set one. noticing how you feel right now, remembering how you felt earlier in the day, and just noting where you're at right now. Now open your eyes and bring your hands to your heart in the prayer position. Just take a moment to acknowledge to yourself one or two things that you are grateful for on this beautiful start to April. So how you look at it, remember. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I hope you have a beautiful night. Namaste.